Hello everyone, and welcome to my corner of the world, and welcome to my Sunday Live, coming to you today, which is July the 9th. A little bit late again. I was having technical problems for some inexplicable reason. When I set up my camera looks fine, and then when I look at it online it's all sideways. Anyway, we've come round, we've got it now, we've sorted it out, and it's round the right way. So let's just hope that we can make this work today. Okay, right, well, hopefully you're out there watching me, so I'm not sitting here talking to myself. If you are, perhaps you'll go ahead and make a little comment in the chat box on the right hand side of your screen. I'm just gonna come in a little bit with the camera, so hopefully it doesn't make you feel seasick, and just move this across, because now I know I'm in frame and I won't go out of frame while I'm talking to you. Okay, so as always, my live is creating something from scratch throughout the live. As always, I've had a little think about it, and a few weeks ago I shared with you a quilt block card and how I built this one up. One of the ladies who comes to my classes asked me about it, and I asked me to do something, so I kind of created this at the time, and at that time I also said that I would work on some other designs. So that is what I thought I would do today. But before I start, I was going to share a new product that came today. Yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday, and that is the Take Your Pick Crafters Tips. Now this came to me, this is the Take Your Pick tool, and when it comes with a nice bit of putty. It comes with a putty dispenser, which you've probably seen me use a lot. It also comes with a pointy piece, as well as this little sort of spatula type one, and then it also comes with this head, which is like a large and a small ball tool. So that's what comes with the tool, and then you can buy this little extra brush which screws in where the little putty tip goes. And then as you can see, I think I've got 3 altogether that I have. But now we've got these extra ones, and so let's see, we've got this little tool that is, let's attach it. So it's simple, just unscrew the putty end and you'll be able to screw this in. Now then, it looks like we've got a guard. That's so you don't cut yourself. So you need to pull the guard back and forth. So I'm going to get a mat so I don't cut something I don't want to cut, like me, for instance. And if you do quilting, oh my word, that is a fortuitous, isn't it? But you'll be used to cutting using one of these if you're a quilter. Oh look, and it gives a cute little stitched look. And I bet you, yeah, that you'll be able to, you could use that to fold it back. But that gives a stitch look. So I'm thinking that if you were to lay a ruler down, pull this back, you could create a stitched look. Well, I like that, but you just remember to actually close that so that you don't cut yourself with it. So that's one piece. The other piece is a craft knife. So again, let's see, you could always do like wiggly lines and cut. Ooh, nice. Or you could go ahead and get an edge ruler. Steel would probably be better rather than plastic or wood. Nice cuts. Okay, so that's the other one. So I think it's important that you put the little safety guard back on again each time so you don't hurt yourself. And then number 3, let's see what number 3, because I opened the box but I haven't actually used any of them because, as I said, they only work, I only arrived last night. So this one will go on this end. There we go. So we have a finer pointer, so it's a lot finer than that comes with the tool, if you can just see that. Bring it up. There we go. And then on the other side is, so that just literally clicks in like that. It's like a little hooky tool. And I think that this will make it a lot easier when you've got like a really detailed die, like this one, like we used last week, the doily dies. I think that, yeah, you'd be able to hook. I've actually got a piece left in there, look. So that hooks out. And there's another piece there, so I should be able to do that as well. And then if I'm trying to, if it's kind of caught in there, I think we'll be able to use this to just hook out underneath and be able to move anything that's stuck in there. Right, so those are good tools, and you'll probably see me using them over the coming weeks and months as I work through my various videos, because I do like a nice piece of equipment to use. Alrighty, so let's pop this back in. Maybe that end goes in there. And that's already a piece for my thing. So there you go. They're available in the current catalogue. Maybe you'll go ahead and order those. And we have a promotion at the moment where if you spend $50 US, you'll get a $5 coupon against any purchases that you make in August. So anything between now and the end of July and now August. Spend them in August. Right, so we're going to do a couple, I'm going to try to do a couple of these blocks, and I decided to use the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper. It comes in 6x6, and I've just recently done a paper share where everybody who participated got 6-inch squares of paper, got a portion of a pack. and I liked it because the colours, whoops, I nearly knocked it all over. The colours, the papers have got like patterned on one side, and then they've got some more plainer ones, and I thought that this would make a good this would make a good plain to offset the patterned ones. And so I already chose my colours, so I wouldn't be sat here umming and ahhing in front of you. And so I've chosen my colours, and you can see this is Lemon Lime Twist, which is one of my favourites. And this is one of the new colours, which is Azure Afternoon, along with Lemon Lolly. Okay. Right, so if you are out there, perhaps you'd let me know that you've joined me. Just in the chat box, just let me know where you are and where you're joining me from. I would really, really love to know where you are. Okay, so I think for this one, I decided to do a couple if I can fit it in. So I did the log cabin last time. So the log cabin, this was this one. And so this time I thought I would do the shoe fly block and the pinwheel block. So there's the pinwheel. So I'll start with the shoe fly. So to make things easy for me, I decided I would make it a 3-inch block, because that would mean I could do 1-inch pieces, and that would certainly make it a lot easier than trying to do fractions. So I'm going to get my paper trimmer out, and this is going to be my plain piece. And so with the shoe fly, I need 1, 2, 3, 4 whole blocks and 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles, which means I need 6 1-inch squares. So if I cut 1 inch off of here, ooh, that looks small, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to cut 1 inch off of there, and then I'm going to cut my 6-inch blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, and if everything has gone well, that should also be 1 inch. Yeah, so there's my 5, 6 plain blocks like that, and I'm gonna have a centerpiece. I'm not sure whether to use the yellow as the centerpiece. Okay. While I think about it, let's cut 1 inch off of here. Now, for the patterned piece, I just need 3. So maybe I'll just go, we'll cut the 3 out of this blue, and then I will decide whether or not to do a different centerpiece. All right, so you can see a little bit of paper goes a really long way. So there's my pieces. Right, so if we find the center of the card, I need to find the center of my card. So I'm going to just draw a line from corner to corner. Ideally I would use a pencil, but I don't appear to have one. So let's just go corner to corner. Forgive me if I get my head in, I just want to make sure that I get my bits accurate, otherwise there. And then if I put this one down like that, and then the shoe fly goes like this, like this, like that, and like that. Now, should I put a different colour in the middle, or shall I just leave it? Oh, let's just cut a piece and see, because this is such a very fresh, vibrant yellow. Now, if anybody's out there and they'd like to make a comment, just, do you think that that yellow should go? Because these are going to kind of go like this. While you have a think about it, because it does take a few minutes for the comments to come through, I'm going to just cut my triangles. Now I suppose I could use my handy dandy new cutter, but I'm just going to use my cut and my little trimmer here. Now we've got to think about holding that in place, because it looks like it might travel if I'm not careful. I think I'm all right there. That's those two. And we do this one. Just need to be a bit careful. There we go, that's those. And then I've just got these ones to do. And then we should be able to I think I explained that in when I did that other quilt block, that when my husband and I first moved to the US, I wasn't allowed to work under the terms of his visa, and so determined to find a new challenge, I went and learnt how to do some quilting, and I really had a fantastic time learning how to do that. And I have made several quilts in the meantime. I have to say that my points are never really very good, but I do enjoy making them, mainly because the sewing machine, it's all straight lines, and I'm terrible when it comes to machining curvy lines. I can only do straight ones. Okay, so with or without a yellow middle. that's without, there's the yellow middle. I have to say, I think I do like the yellow middle. Right, so now we're just going to get some liquid adhesive, and I'm gonna just gently ease these off. And I think it'll be easier if I was to put the adhesive on the card. Let's try that rather than put the adhesive on the little piece of paper. So I'm going to position this so that my corners are all lined up with those diagonal lines that I've put down there. So the next thing is I'm going to put in my blue. This time I am going to put liquid down. So I'm going to put my blue one there. Just sort of butting it up to the one that's below. And then another blue one. So that, oh, fiddle-dee-dee, I've put that on the wrong side. Right. I really ought to organise these better. Okay, so that can go like that. And then if I put in one of these little pieces, and then I'm going to put in this piece. So there's my one corner. So I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of trimming on the outside. Okay, so right, so that's my right. I'm going to have to cut myself another piece, I think, because I put adhesive on the wrong side. There. So then we go in with the little decorative starry bit. And then one of these pieces. And then, let's see, I'm going to have to cut myself another piece because I goofed and put adhesive on the wrong side. So let's go ahead and just cut another there. Another one. Make sure I put adhesive on the right side this time. And then this one goes up there. So once we've got that center one down, the lines really don't give us, you know, we're not using those lines, but it makes sure that we can find the center, because once we've got the center down, everything else will build out from that. There. See, I told you I was useless at getting my points right, so I haven't got my points right there, but never mind. Whenever we do quilting, you always do trimming anyway, so we're going to be trimming this one. So we're not committed yet to using that yellow one, so we can go ahead and use the blue. Does anybody have any thoughts about that blue? Now the other thing is, when I chose my papers, I deliberately made sure that the pattern was like random, so I wouldn't have to worry about getting them all the sort of right way round. I don't know if I like the blue anymore, or whether to go still with the yellow. Right, we're going to just trim off the extra bits. Just going to trim this down slightly. Like that. I need to practice a bit more with that new tool before I commit myself to using it on a project. I need to have a little bit of a practice. I just need to move these little bits out the way. There. That didn't cut as much as I would hope of. Hold on, let's get that bit out, because that'll... Oh, come on. There we go. Right. Now last time I actually embossed my piece, and I'm going to do the same again today because I think it gave such a lovely effect. So what did I do? Where did I put those embossing folders? So I'm going to use the metal plate one. I think that would make a good impression. And I'm going to put it in so that the pattern is showing through the side with the logo there. And then I'm going to just give it a crank on through and see what we've got. There, see, isn't that good? That really is lovely. And it helps stick all the little bits of paper together. So that's why I like to do that. So let's just do a little finish off here. Now I'm going to stamp, I'm going to make this a birthday card, and I'm just going to use my go-to greetings, which is one of my favorites. It looks like I managed to twist up my card a little bit there. Right, let's see if I can straighten it out a little bit. There we go, that's better. So I'm just going to use the same colour ink as my paper. And again, to make it a simple card, I'm just going to stamp directly onto my card base. So it's my nice big happy birthday. There we go. Isn't that a lovely vibrant blue? I do like that one. And then we're just going to pop this onto some azure blue. Sorry, azure blue. Azure afternoon. I will get used to these, I'm sure. And then we'll just stick it on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're done. It's a bit too big to put it at put it like that, but that's another thought that we could do. So there we have the shoe fly block. I'll just bring it up a little bit closer for you to see. There. So there's our first block that we've done today. So the other one I want to do is the pinwheel. So I think that is going to be a little bit easier. I'm just going to clean off my stamp. Usually I would use my stamp and scrub, but I haven't got enough room on my work table at the minute, so I'll just go ahead and do that. So for this one, so there's the shoe fly I just did, and then so this is the pinwheel, and so again I'm going to go with 3 inches, and I'm going to use the lemon lime twist this time, and I've got my 3-inch block. So let's go ahead and find the center again. I don't think I need to do it corner to corner now I think on it a bit. So what's the weather like in your part of the world? We have very overcast today, despite the fact that we've been having 100-degree days. We had some rain this morning and it's overcast now, so we're just hoping that we get to keep it a little overcast. Right, so if we're looking at the pinwheel, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles that are plain and 4 that are patterned. So I think that I have to cut 1.5 inch squares. So I think I need 1, 2, right, so I need, let's get the trimmer back. So I need, looks like I just need 2 1.5 inch squares. So let's go 1.5, that way and 1.5 this way. And I'm going to need to cut both of them as triangles. And let me get a little piece of sticky again, just to make sure they don't move. So this is a great way to use up scraps of your decorative paper. So there's those two pieces there, and then this is these two pieces. So that gives me that, and now if I do the decorative paper, so we need 1.5, and I need 2 of those as well, 2 squares. That's what I think I've got to do. So this is like a sampler really, the 3 blocks I've done. I remember when I did my classes that we did 6 blocks, I think. No, the first time we did 3 blocks, that was right. And then we made them into a table runner. And then when I went back and did like that was like the beginner's class. And then I went back and did the intermediate one, and we did, I think we did 6 blocks. And then we made those into a lap quilt. Right. Okay. I'm going to pop that up there so I can follow the thing. Alright, so pinwheel. So it looks like we need to do that. So that goes like that. I'm going to lay that one down. I'm going to lay a patterned one down. So it looks like the right angle goes in the middle of the piece of paper. Okay, so the right angle. So who said that we would never ever use mathematics, geometry, etc. when we were at school? I mean, who said we would never do that? Here it is, live and in person, like that. Well, I don't know about you, but I find this very relaxing. And then this one, no, the right angle goes in the middle of the piece of card. Like that. Right angle goes in the middle of the card, Cindy. Now we're going to go for this one. So you see what I mean about making sure that your pattern is random, because you don't have to now worry about making sure that your pieces are going all in the right direction. Just concentrate on getting the right pieces down. There we go. So then we're going to have another patterned piece. Oops. And if everything works out, we should have enough pieces cut, and I shouldn't have to worry about cutting any more. All right. So the right angle goes to the middle of the paper. So I am focusing on making sure I've got my middle bit sorted out. My middle points, because I'm likely to trim off some edges. So this goes to there. And then my final piece like that. Goes to there. So I haven't improved with age. My points are still not in a good place, but we can do something about that. Let's just do a tiny bit of trimming. Let's do a tiny bit there. And just the merest smidge here. And then I think we're good. So I'm just going to attach this onto a piece of the lemon lime twist card and add some dimensionals. Now, when I was pulling together some supplies to use today, I just went into my drawer and found some card bases that had already been cut. Thought, well, maybe I should use those. And I wondered about, well, I've already stuck the bits on the back there, haven't I? But I could always ease those off. And that wasn't too smart, but never mind. I take this one off. Oh, now they're sticking to my fingers all over the place. Oh, bloody heck. Right, and then this one I will move in a bit. There. And maybe I could use this. Maybe I could just stick like that. You know what I didn't do? I didn't run it through an embossing folder, but this, so, okay. These were destined not to be used. There we go. Let's get those off, like that. Get rid of those. This time, I need to put it through this. I'm going to put the whole thing through. That's what we'll do this time. This time I'm going to use that embossing folder that I introduced you to last week, which is this lovely doily one. So again, I'm going to put the pattern side up so I can see it through the side that's got the logo. And I'm going to try and center it a bit, because I think that would make a very neat, there. There, let's see what we've got. there. That's pretty. So that's the delightful doily embossing folder that comes with the dies. We experimented with those last week and we created some very pretty cards. Right, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to make another quick card base. I think I was trying to be too clever. So let's cut 5.5, and that should be 8. So let's just score that. I gave the scoring blade for my cutter to somebody because they'd lost theirs, and I'm delighted to say that Stampin' Up! Have brought back the spares, which you can get as an online exclusive. So I'm really excited about that, because now I can get myself another scoring blade. Right, so just I'm going to use exactly the same stamp and layout for this card as I did for the other one. So there we go. And we'll try again with these with these dimensionals. I made a bit of a hash of it just now, but we'll see if this will work. I'll see if these ones will work so I don't waste them. And then now I think I need to put something in the middle, because I'm not ever so happy with my middle piece there. So it's just got some these rhinestones. So let's just pop one smack bang in the middle. And then no one knows that my points weren't as well lined up as they should have been. Okay, well, there we have 2 more quilt blocks. It gives us an opportunity to use some of our decorative papers. As I said, this one is called Bright and Beautiful, and we've used a couple of embossing folders, and I also shared with you our new craft toolkit. Well, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope that you have enjoyed spending some time with me today. I've certainly enjoyed working on this, these 2 quilt blocks with you, and I will look forward to seeing you again next week. If you've enjoyed it, perhaps go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you're watching this on a replay, then if you look below, there is a place that you can put some comments, and I'll look forward to reading those. Well, thank you for joining me today. I'll see you again next week. Bye bye for now.